I'm Kendall Hibden, and this is LCRA's Tough Jobs. Welcome to the site of what will be Meadow Lake Substation in Seguin, Texas, where we quite literally will be doing the groundwork for distributing power.
Before the site is energized and ready to distribute reliable electric service across Texas, we'll need roughly 350 yards of concrete, 165,000 pounds of steel, and 8,500 hours of good old-fashioned elbow grease. These dedicated LCRA Transmission Services employees are just the crew to make it all happen. One hammer, one rebar tie, and one screw at a time. But before I join the crew, I'll need to participate in their daily safety tailboard meeting.
PPE is your everyday hard hat, boots, safety glasses, leather glove. And we also, with the COVID going on, we got face masks, social distancing, and sanitizing when possible.
Time to erect Meadow Lake Substation, literally from the ground up.
So what do we got going on?
We tie these cages for the pier holes that we drill. Later on, are going to be foundations for whatever kind of towers that go on top of them.
Basically, that means prepping the site, building metal and wood structures for the foundation. Forget about easing me into the action. These guys threw me right into the belly of the beast, tying rebar.
Where are they?
The rebar tying process involves tying fine-gauged wire to metal bars. The metal bars help hold structures in place and will reinforce the concrete once it's poured. It's one of the very first stages of erecting a substation. When completed, the substation will look similar to this. But for now, that bar weighs 135 pounds, and it takes teamwork to get it wrangled into place.
Is that enough?
Tighten it up a little bit more. If you do it long enough, eventually we're going to expect you to get faster at it.
Man, expectations are high right now.
I know.
I got this covered. This ain't my first rodeo.
You're doing pretty good. First time.
Okay, maybe it is.
We just got through tying 70 of the smaller cages.
I see how it is. They save the big cages for the big guns.
That's a dirty job, Kendall.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
Tough job.
He said it's tough.
Especially in this heat. The day I joined the crew, it was over 100 degrees. And as my new friend Stan would say, it's dripping hot.
Just wait till it gets 105, 110.
Yeah.
Now that the giant hamster cage is built, I get to make some iron jewelry.
We're gonna have you tie some rings together for us, Kendall.
Okay.
Now what you need to do is get those two and tie them together about 3 spots. And what I do is I keep it single, wrap it like this, keep it tight. There you go.
I didn't see anything you did right there, did I? I was just realizing I just went for it.
Beginner.
It?
Only about 100 more
That's
to go,
it?
Kendall. Yep, that's it.
The purpose of the substation is to step down the high voltage electricity from the transmission system to lower voltage electricity so it can be easily supplied to homes and businesses through distribution lines. Now it's time for...
We're gonna send you to the form building station and let you build forms with Albert.
And that form will be used for, that's right, you guessed it, holding concrete.
What are we building again? What's the name of the A-legs? A-legs.
They are called A-legs because, well, the steel forms the letter A. The legs are steel structures held in place by the concrete that will be poured inside the wood forms that Albert and I are building. Now back to the woodwork.
You know what Eric tells Bert every day?
Enough with the pencil-sharp jokes. Time to do some electrical work.
Brian, what are we about to do?
We're gonna put this copper in our ditch here and finish this portion of our ground grid.
This is literally a groundwork.
In essence, it means we're burying a grounding cable that will help protect personnel and the substation from excess electricity. After the copper wire is placed in the trench, we crimp the crossing wires together to ensure the entire substation is grounded. Now that I got this whole crimping thing figured out, we're ready to bury the wire. The heat is brutal down in the trench, so I think I'll rest a minute and watch Brian use the heavy machinery to cover it all up. LCRA has been delivering reliable power to Central Texas since the 1930s. Today, transmission facilities we own or operate can be found in more than 75 counties across Texas. It's a tough job, but this transmission construction crew knows the importance of their role in keeping the lights on for Texans across the state. This type of dedication is what makes LCRA the public power utility that sets the standard for excellence.